So U.S. officials confirming this week that a coalition strike killed 2 ISIS plotters connected to the Paris massacre. But questions remain about the progress of the war on terror. A top civilian advisor for special ops speaking exclusively with Fox News about the challenge that lies ahead. Chief Intelligence Correspondent Herridge joining us live now from Washington. Good morning, Catherine.
Well, thank you, Martha. As the new administration takes shape, the top civilian advisor for special operations and low-intensity warfare said her team has already met with Mr. Trump's landing team. And one of the most pressing challenges is this so-called gray zone where terrorist groups and nation-states like Russia harness technology to unleash unconventional attacks. What is the gray zone?
So the gray zone, that's kind of interesting. It's a term that's evolved in the last, I'd say, last 2 or 3 years, actually, to describe what I think folks are recognizing as the 21st century's phenomena of the blurring of the space between peace and war.
You don't have to really look far to cite examples from the Russian-backed cyber militias during the election cycle to ISIS and its use of information warfare to recruit and launch attacks outside Iraq and Syria, Martha.
So, Catherine, this week there was confirmation that key ISIS militants plotting against the West were taken out. So what role did the special forces play in that? Do we know?
Well, based on our reporting, there's really no higher priority for this group than the targeting and the taking out of the ISIS leadership. And as the Defense Department explained earlier this week,
just in the last week, we conducted a strike. Our special operating forces conducted a strike in Raqqa that killed 3 plotters. 2 of those plotters had direct links to the November 2015 attacks in Paris.
These were coordinated attacks, as you recall, on a stadium, also the concert hall and the restaurants that killed scores of people. Whalen told Fox that beyond these attacks, ISIS is using Iraq and Syria as a laboratory to explore WMD.
ISIS has explored the chemical, biological tools. I mean, nothing's off the table with them. So I don't think that, from our perspective, we can't sit back and say, oh, it's over there. So we don't have to worry about it. And, you know, we're safe because we're over here.
So this so-called gray zone is really an area where international borders mean nothing and offer no protection to the United States. And this is really what the battlefield looks like in the future. And groups like non-state actors, so terrorist groups or criminal syndicates, as we've seen with the cyber hacking, really are able to level the playing field for themselves with the United States and other world powers, Martha, and that's what's changed the dynamic.
Yeah. There's a lot on the plate, to be sure. Catherine, thank you.